You know what separates you from the person you admire most? The person who's living the life you dream about? The one who's already winning while you're still figuring it out? Time. That's it. Just time. And the decision they made on one random Tuesday that you haven't made yet. Because here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Every single champion you look up to was once exactly where you are right now. Confused, scared, and absolutely terrible at what they do today. Michael Jordan cut from his high school basketball team. Can you imagine? The greatest basketball player of all time couldn't even make his school team. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't post on social media about how unfair life was. He didn't blame his coach. He didn't quit. He went home and he practiced every single day. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers. 12 people told her that Harry Potter wasn't good enough. 12 times she heard no. She was broke, divorced, raising a kid alone. A beginner in a world that didn't believe in her. But she kept writing. Colonel Sanders, the KFC guy, started at 62 years old. 62. His recipe was rejected 1,009 times before someone said yes. 1,009 rejections. Most people can't handle 3. You see where I'm going with this? The people you worship, the people you think were born special, born gifted, born lucky, they weren't. They were born exactly like you. With 0 skills, 0 reputation, 0 guarantee of success. The only difference is they started anyway. Let me tell you something about beginnings that nobody talks about. Beginnings are supposed to be ugly. They're supposed to be uncomfortable. They're supposed to make you question everything. That's not a bug in the system. That's the entire point. When you suck at something, when you're stumbling, when you're embarrassing yourself, when you're the worst person in the room, that is when you're actually growing. That awkward, painful, frustrating phase. That's not a sign you're on the wrong path. That's proof you're on the right one. Think about it. When you were a baby, you fell down thousands of times learning to walk. Thousands. Did you ever stop and think, you know what, walking isn't for me, I'm just not a walking person? No. You got back up again and again and again. You didn't overthink it. You didn't wait for motivation. You didn't watch YouTube videos about 10 steps to walking success. You just did it. But now you're older and you've convinced yourself that struggle means failure, that being a beginner means you're not meant to do it. That if it's hard, it's a sign from the universe to quit. That's the lie that's keeping you stuck. Every champion, every master, every expert you see today had a moment, a long, brutal moment, where they were absolutely terrible, where they looked stupid, where people doubted them, where they doubted themselves. But they pushed through that moment, and that's what made them champion. So, let me ask you something. And I want you to really think about this. What are you not starting because you're afraid of being a beginner? What dream are you putting off because you don't want to look inexperienced? What goal are you avoiding because you're terrified of failing in front of people? Here's what's happening right now. While you're waiting to feel ready, someone else is starting. Someone with less talent than you, less resources than you, less time than you. But they're starting. And in 5 years, you'll look at them and think they were lucky. You'll think they had something you didn't. But the only thing they had was the courage to suck at something new. The greatest tragedy in life isn't trying and failing. It's never trying, because you convinced yourself you needed to be great from day one. Listen to me. You will never feel ready. Never. There will never be a perfect moment. Never be the right time, never be enough knowledge, never be enough confidence. Serena Williams missed her first serve. Elon Musk's first companies failed. Beyonce forgot the lyrics on stage. Cristiano Ronaldo got benched. Oprah got fired from her first TV job. They all started as beginners, and they all kept going. That's the secret. It's not about being fearless. It's about being terrified and doing it anyway. It's about being terrible and showing up tomorrow to be slightly less terrible. I want you to picture yourself 5 years from now. You took the leap. You started that business, that fitness journey, that creative project, that new career. You sucked at it for months, maybe years. People doubted you. You doubted yourself. But you kept going. Now you're sitting there, living the life you always dreamed about, and someone comes up to you and says, I wish I could do what you do.
but I'm not good enough yet. What would you tell them? You'd tell them the truth. You'd say, I wasn't good enough either. I was terrible. But I started anyway. And starting was the only thing that mattered. Now let me ask you this. Why are you giving yourself advice that you would never give to someone else? Why are you so kind to everyone else but so brutal to yourself? Why do you believe in everyone's potential except your own? The version of you that's waiting, that's overthinking, that's making excuses, that version is scared, and that's okay. Fear is normal, but you can't let fear make your decisions. Because here's what happens when you let fear win. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Your life stays exactly the same. And one day you'll wake up and realize you spent years preparing for a race you never ran. So today, right now, you got a choice to make. You can stay comfortable, you can stay in the stands, watching other people play the game, convincing yourself that you'll start when you're ready, when you're good enough, when the timing is right, when you have all the answers. You can step onto the field, messy, unprepared, scared out of your mind, and you can become a beginner. Because that's where every champion's story starts. Not with perfection, not with a guarantee, not with applause. With a single decision to start. Muhammad Ali didn't walk into a gym as the greatest. He walked in as a 12-year-old kid who got his bike stolen and wanted to learn how to fight. That's it. That's how legends begin. With anger, with frustration, with a simple thought, I'm going to try. Steve Jobs got fired from Apple, the company he created. He was a beginner all over again at 30 years old. And that restart led to Pixar, the iPhone, and changing the world. You think your restart is embarrassing? Your beginning is too late? Your first step is too small? It's not. It's exactly where you need to be. Every champion was once a beginner. Every master was once a disaster. Every success story started with someone who had no idea what they were doing. The only difference between them and you is that they started before they were ready. They failed before they succeeded. They looked stupid before they looked unstoppable. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop waiting for confidence. Start now. Start messy. Start scared. Because 5 years from now, you'll wish you started today. And the person you're meant to become is waiting on the other side of that first step. So take it. The world is waiting for your championship story. And it starts today.